have the biggest and bestest selection in the area. And 172-point inspection. I still remember they're almost as smart as my dad. As for my Uncle Joey, he's the best. Pay up. Midway when you expect the best.
Good job, Kate. Yeah.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
You work hard for those you love, putting in long hours because your family's hopes and dreams are worth saving for. That's why Bighorn Federal offers multiple ways to save. Our products can help you start saving for more immediate needs and future goals today. Talk to your local branch about an interest-bearing checking or savings account, education IRA, Roth IRA, CD, or health savings account from Bighorn Federal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Looking for a clean, comfortable room in Thermopolis? Quality Inn of Thermopolis offers great rates with your choice of king, queen, or family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Reserve your room today. Call 307-864-5515. Amenities include free hot breakfast, pet-friendly, premium free Wi-Fi, indoor pool, truck parking, and more. Reserve your room today by calling 307-864-5515. Quality Inn of Thermopolis. Stop in to Vicklin Pharmacy in Thermopolis to see what a hometown pharmacy really feels like. It's the only locally owned and operated pharmacy in town, and they are a compounding pharmacy to boot. They offer prescriptions, medical equipment, Medicare open enrollment, medication therapy management, and more. Vicklin Pharmacy can save you time and money. The service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Vicklin Pharmacy, conveniently located inside Max Market in Thermopolis.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle wider, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Got this, Dad. We have the biggest and bestest selection in the area, and 172-point inspection. I still remember they're almost as smart as my dad. Ask for my Uncle Joey. He's the best. Pay up. Midway when you expect the best.
Good job, Kate. Yeah.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
You work hard for those you love, putting in long hours because your family's hopes and dreams are worth saving for. That's why Bighorn Federal offers multiple ways to save. Our products can help you start saving for more immediate needs and future goals today. Talk to your local branch about an interest-bearing checking or savings account, education IRA, Roth IRA, CD, or health savings account from Bighorn Federal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Looking for a clean, comfortable room in Thermopolis? Quality Inn of Thermopolis offers great rates with your choice of king, queen, or family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Reserve your room today. Call 307-864-5515. Amenities include free hot breakfast, pet-friendly, premium free Wi-Fi, indoor pool, truck parking, and more. Reserve your room today by calling 307-864-5515. Quality Inn of Thermopolis. Stop in to Vicklin Pharmacy in Thermopolis to see what a hometown pharmacy really feels like. It's the only locally owned and operated pharmacy in town, and they are a compounding pharmacy to boot. They offer prescriptions, medical equipment, Medicare open enrollment, medication therapy management, and more. Vicklin Pharmacy can save you time and money. The service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Vicklin Pharmacy, conveniently located inside Max Market in Thermopolis.
All right, and welcome to Bobcat Basketball 101.7 KDNO with Kevin Gerber and Travis Bomengen here today, early this morning. Thanks for joining us on radio, and then those of you streaming live also on the WyoToday YouTube channel. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to that, and then also hit that bell for notifications so when we get going, you'll get a signal that we're getting ready to go. The Bobcat JV team had the early morning game at 8 a.m. this morning against the JV Lyman Eagles and came away with the win 41-37. Kind of came down to free throw shooting at the end, and they put them together and were able to get that all done and came away with the win. So a good win there for the boys. They won also last night against Mountain View. I think it had been a little bit before our Mountain View JV had won a game, or our Thermop JV had won against Mountain View, so it was a good game there for them as well. And I think some other scores, we had the girls are in Rollins currently kind of in the tournament that is opposite of this one for 3A basketball, and our girls unfortunately lost to Rollins last night 53-19, and then our JV girls, do you remember what the score of that one was, Travis?
43-26. We also lost that game.
Okay, and so girls will be playing as well today, so if we can, we'll update either during this game or we'll update later this afternoon when we have the 3:30 game against Pinedale. So Bobcats getting ready to square off against the Lyman Eagles. Again, Lyman comes in 2-5. Bobcats 6-0. Lyman, though, again, kind of deceptive with their record as far as the same as Mountain View. A lot of 4A games that they have played as well. So don't know that gives us a real good picture of where maybe they stand. I know they had a good game last night against Rollins. Ended up losing that one kind of at the end, but it was a back and forth game all the way up until that final buzzer. So kind of the hope here today, I imagine, Travis, is that we come in, even with the early morning game, come in a little bit more awake and ready to go. I know you kind of went and rewatched some of the film and looked at kind of how we did rebounding wise and everything, and wasn't our prettiest game, was it?
No, offensive boards there, we still had a couple guys who were doing a good job crashing all the time, but when you look at the defensive end, nobody was blocking out 50% of the, not even 50% of the time, and you'd like to have that number close to 70% of the time. And so hopefully coach is able to kind of bring some of those numbers to light and kind of light a fire under the guys, and hopefully they'll realize that if they do that in this game and the next game, we won't have the same result as we had yesterday.
Right, absolutely. And Bobcats did come away with the win, so we don't want to sound too grim with it. It just wasn't our most well put together or prettiest game for the Bobcats. So again, we will maybe give the blame a little bit to the holiday break, and then hope that was enough to get everybody going, because this team is they were the state runner-up last year, Lyman was, and they did graduate a lot of their players, but still come back with some talented kids as well. And you'll hear the name Bradshaw again. Carter is in. He's the cousin to the 3A player of the year last year. And again, they were the state runner-up, kind of a Cinderella team, really, I think, was Lyman last year. I mean, they were talented, so people kind of knew what to expect with them, but I don't know if anybody picked them to be in the state championship last year, and really came down to the final buzzer against Warland. So a talented team, and a lot of these boys that we're seeing out here on the court warming up were also guys that spent time on that that state championship court. So you know, they understand what it takes to win and what it is to play hard. But hopefully these Bobcats are ready to go and come in and are going to play hard as well. So how about do you have anything for us with our pregame here? What do you got for keys to the game today against the Lyman Eagles, Travis?
Keys to the game, Kevin, as we look at some of the stats from both teams, you know, points per game, Thermopolis is averaging 64 points a game. Lyman's at 45 points a game. Shooting percentage from the two-point land and free throws is at essentially the same, but we're at 38% from three-point land, and they're at 27%. Our assist margin is at 16, we're there at 9. Our steal margin is at 15, we're there at 7. So some of the numbers do favor us. They've got two guys, Carter Bradshaw, who you mentioned before, and Caleb Smith, who was a part of that runner-up team last year. They're both averaging over 10 points a game. So they're going to be the ones to kind of keep our eyes on. So after last night, what we talked about, number one key of the game is going to be take care of the ball. We had a lot of unnecessary turnovers that, I mean, passes to where there wasn't even a player, and a lot of lazy passes that you kind of talked about throughout the game. And then we've got to rebound. Offensive end, we've got to crash those boards. And on defensive end, you got to find a body and put a body on somebody. We saw for the first time last night a little bit of negativity in the team. We haven't seen that. And, you know, when we were kind of struggling in the third and fourth quarter, there was a little bit of that. So hopefully they can kind of erase that and get that high energy positivity going that we've seen so far this season. Yeah, no, I agree. And I think you're right. You'll notice when we do watch whoever has the assignment of guarding Carter Bradshaw, he's not super tall in stature, but the kid can fly and he crashes boards hard. So I imagine there's emphasis on that as well, because he does crash. And Smith, like you said, is good there. And again, Bobcats, I think, like you said, I think that was one of the hardest things to watch yesterday, was just that little bit of negativity that crept in there towards the end. And it was kind of like, you know, when things kind of seemed like they weren't going great, then all of a sudden it just kind of, you know, one brick fell and then a couple more, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, ooh, I don't want to be the one to say my bad now, because it's kind of going bad for all of us. So yeah, you hope that it goes away. I don't think this team hangs on to that stuff very, very much. So I think we'll see it go away today, and hopefully the, you know, Bobcats come out you know, on a good pace. They came out yesterday really against Mountain View, and I thought, oh man, great. Yeah. And I thought, oh man, okay, good, no let off or anything. And then that could have come down to maybe even just fatigue and everything too. You know, after the break, holiday practices are hard. They're hard to get everybody to, for one, but then you know, do you do extra conditioning? Right. Do you not? I mean, it's just a tough thing to really know how to run it. So getting a game under the belt and then coming away early morning now, hopefully they'll be ready to go for this game. So we're going to take a quick break, and those were our keys to the game, presented by Edward Jones and our financial advisor Travis Winger right here in Thermopolis. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
So many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis. Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle wider, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
All right, and we're back here during the pregame show, and Trav, you have some updates for our Bobcat wrestlers as well.
Bobcat wrestlers did really well the first part of the Douglas tournament yesterday. We got, I think, 5 boys in the semis. Boren, Ward, Brody Sorensen, Skelton are all in the semis. Both Price boys are in the wrestlebacks, as well as Bassey. And for the girls, Sorensen, Barrel, and Lily all are in the semis. So we'll try to keep you posted updated as to what's happening down there today, as if we can get some continued scores or results of that.
All right, awesome. And yeah, good to hear the Bobcat wrestlers really this whole season so far have really done really well. The girls team being in their second official season as you know, as a group, have done really well. Also, I know Lily and Alex have both won a couple tournaments already early on in the season and continue to do well as they keep fighting. So good to see them going with that, and Coach McDermott doing well with that crew also. Bobcats, yeah, set here to go in about 30 seconds, and that'll wrap up our pregame show as we get ready to start here. And we'll see, looks like starters will be similar to yesterday. Looks like it'll be the same group of starters. So it'll be Gerber, Bomengen, Armani Dukes, let's see who else, Brody Potter, and Zach Hasty will be our 4 starters. And I'll get to our Lyman starters here. I know.
I will bet you that Caleb Smith and Carter Bradshaw.
Yep, got those two. Yeah, got those 2 marked down,
like,
and then looks like some different numbers here.
Yeah,
looks like Corey Condos is in there, and then there's a number 3, but I haven't.
Wyatt. I don't have a number 3.
No, me neither. So I'll write him down and get him in there. So I have Corey Condos, Carter Bradshaw, Caleb Smith, and then a number 3 here, and I'll get a name here as quick as I can too. So let's see here, and then looks like I got a number 11 and Aiden Wyatt as well. So that'll be our five starters for them. We'll listen here and see who they call out. But what is that? Devin Shear is his name. Oh, and there they called him, yeah. So, don't know if he's a late addition or if he was just maybe somebody that was injured or sick at the beginning of the season and not able to play. So he'll be there, and we'll get ready for some Bobcat basketball here again on 101.7 KDNO. Kevin Gerber here alongside Travis Bomengen. And those of you streaming live on the YouTube WyoToday channel as well, appreciate you spending some time with us. And Bobcat basketball early morning here, early on this new year of 2024. And yeah, it's kind of exciting. We'll see how we do. It's kind of tend to sometimes don't fare the greatest at morning basketball, but we'll see. And Smith rises up above Potter and gets the ball to Carter. So Bobcat's going to come out in man-to-man. Gerber there guarding number 11, Aiden Wyatt. Gets the ball into Shear's hands. And then Bradshaw here, number 4, is going to have the ball, kick it out to Smith. Smith has Potter on him. I know he will shoot the 3, but doesn't care too often. And then Condos has it, gets his ball down into Smith, kicks it back out to Wyatt, and then back up to Bradshaw. So Lyman very patient with their first possession here. Condos with the ball, fake to rise up at 15-foot. Carter Bradshaw now has it. Again, kicks the ball around. Good defensive possession here for the Bobcats. Bench cheering them on as they fight through. Oh, travel there. Good defense there by the Bobcats to cause a turnover right away. So Aiden Wyatt, as he tried to drive through, kind of lost his footing. Gerber has the ball now as he'll bring it up for the Bobcats. Just a minute passed here, so long possession there for Bobcats. And then a high-low here as they try to pass it from Brody Potter down to Bomengen. And shot by Carter Bradshaw's up and no good. Good rebound there by Bomengen as he passes it up ahead to Potter as Potter tries to drive in with the left hand, dribbles off his foot and goes out of bounds. So unfortunately 2 empty possessions there for the Bobcats as they played really well defensively. It was a good contest by Bomengen as Bradshaw went to go up. He just kind of left it alone and let him make the mistake there. So it's like Armani's going to have the call to
the tough shot.
Yeah,
keeping up with Carter today.
Right. Aiden Wyatt's shot is up off the top of the backboard, but because it stayed on the front side of the backboard, they don't call it out, and it didn't hit anything else. Good pass there by Zach Hasty, and Monty Dukes misses. And Shear comes down with the rebound, gets it in the hands of Wyatt. Wyatt with the long pass up, hits the bottom of the backboard, bounces high over Zach's hands, and then Smith ends up with it. So now Wyatt with it, passes over to Condos. Condos with a little spin move here, goes into the lane, and he's going to dribble it out of bounds. So both teams feeling a little bit of the early morning jitters, yeah.
Coffee hasn't set in. I guess these guys aren't drinking coffee, but that's kind of what they're looking like.
Right. And then Ellis Weber checks in early for Gerber. Over to Potter from Bomengen.
Good
Potter drives baseline, unable to connect, and then ball goes off of Potter, goes out of bounds. So it was a good drive, just wasn't really sure where he was at on the court, so he hit the bottom of the backboard.
Saw that yesterday. Cody pulled that maneuver too.
And then a reach-in foul there by Weber as he's just checked in. That'll be his first and team's first. And 5:50 here left in this first quarter. Scoreless ball game. Wyatt now with the ball from Bradshaw. Ooh. Weber gonna get an offensive moving screen because Smith stuck his leg out kind of as Weber tried to go by, tripped him up. You kind of have to, you just can't get even too wide of a stance there either. So
Smith's a big boy, so
yeah,
it doesn't take much for that knee to get out a little bit.
Jet Longwell checks in for the first time for Brody Potter. Ellis Weber passes over to Zach Hasty. Zach Hasty going to drive in, another great pass by him. Shot is up, no good by Jet Longwell, and Bobcats are going to knock the ball out of bounds. So again, two really good passes from Zach Hasty on the interior there, and just our big man not able to finish. So Bobcats are going to put a little bit of pressure here, see if they can't cause a turnover to get some. Oh, Jet takes a chance, almost gets it, not able to quite get the ball away, but still making Lyman have to work for it. Ball gets away from Carter, but he's able to hang on to it. A little hook pass there to Aiden Wyatt. Cody chases him down. Condos shot is up and good. So Condos gets them on the scoreboard first, a 3 here for Lyman Eagles. Not a lot of scoring going on at this point for either team, but first points on the board does go to Lyman Eagles. Cody Bomengen going to drive in on Carter. Good fake there. Jump shot up, no good, and Smith comes down with the board. So Smith will bring the ball up for Lyman and then gets it into Condo's hands. Condo's again, good pass there to Smith. Smith's left-handed shot is up, no good. Good defense there by Bomengen. Gets it over, rebound there to Longwell. Longwell gets it to Weber. Weber's going to bring it up for the Bobcats. He's going to drive in, pull up, 8-foot jump shot up, no good.
Man, cannot buy a basket this morning. 3-0 with 4:30 left in the first quarter.
And Condos, who hit a 3 earlier, shot is up, no good. And Monty Duke's going to come down with a lazy pass, then try to get it into Bomengen's hands. Smith knocks it out of bounds, so Bobcats will hang on to the ball. So Bobcats getting some good looks at the hoop, just not able to get anything to fall right now.
I was going to say, we've had 4 or 5 good shots, just nobody can buy it. Nice.
Weber 3 from the corner, up, no good. Wyatt comes down with the rebound. He's going to have a lead here. Goes up, left-hand scoop shot, up and good for 2. 5-0, Lyman goes up halfway through this first quarter. Bobcats scoreless. Bobcats ended the game last night. Cody Bomengen with a 3 gets us on the board. Good shot there from Cody.
5-3 with 3:54 in the first.
I'm not sure that you're able to dribble it out of bounds, but apparently you are.
It was a made shot.
Yeah, I know you can run the baseline, but maybe he passes better off the dribble. Oh, and then a little hand in the back there by Longwell, so he's going to pick up a personal foul, team's second.
3:38 left in the first. Lyman 5, Bobcats 3.
Del Dukes subs in for Cody Bomengen. That'll be his first check in. He did lead the Bobcats in scoring with 13 last night. Had a really good game. High pass up to Smith. Smith jumps up, gets it. Oh, Zach Hasty timed his jump not quite right, and then it looks like Shear, he jumps out of bounds, throws it off of Zach's chest and goes out of bounds, so Bobcats will hang on to it. Hayden Jackson came in for the Lyman Eagles here, as well as Coulter DeWitt. Coulter DeWitt gets it. I know he's a big boy. He'll shoot from outside. Good shooter. Shot is up, no good. Del Dukes gets a rebound, kind of lets him clear out, and then gets the ball into Weber's hands. So good play there. Zach Hasty gets it. 3 up for him. Up, no good. And Weber almost gets the ball. Tries to pass it off. Longwell, just wide open shot there. And I think we both.
Was that just a missed pass?
Yeah, they tried to throw it off at Dell and went through his legs and ended up in Longwell's hands because he thought he was on the sideline. So good finish there. And then hands there is going to get called on Zach Hasty. So that'll be his first, team's third.
Well, on the defensive end, Kev, we're definitely a little bit more energetic. The guys have not let a lot of silly things happen like we saw yesterday, so that's at least a positive. But offensive end, as you've talked about, we're just a little bit rusty.
Right. And with that, looks like a lot of out-of-bounds passes are looking like they're just trying to toss them up high, get them in, and then into Smith. So Bomengen now comes in, checks in for Zach Hasty. Pass cross-court to Bomengen. Bomengen cross-court to Weber. Weber now into the corner to Dell. Dell shoots a 3. Shot is up and short. Weber gets a rebound.
Board.
Oh, a couple fakes there by him. He's going to get it out to Longwell. Longwell has it in the corner. Cross-court pass to Bomengen. Down to Weber. Weber head fake again. And drives up, and then Cody Bomengen comes in. A good scoop and score by Cody Bomengen.
Boards. We've been harping on the boys a lot about trying to just crash the boards. It pays.
Right.
That's evidence.
And then Ellis Weber just flying all over the court, throwing himself on the ground there.
That's a tough duo up front with Ellis and Dell.
That is, and so coach is going to call a timeout because of that, and we're going to do the same. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Got this, Dad. We have the biggest and bestest selection in the area and 172-point inspection. I still remember they're almost as smart as my dad. As for my Uncle Joey, he's the best. Pay up. Midway when you expect the best.
Good job, Kate. Yeah.
All right, and we're back here after the quick timeout here. 2:16 left here in this first quarter. Bobcats lead 7-5 after they went down 5-0 and then kind of came back now, so on a little 7-0 run. Bobcats really doing it more on the defensive end. Couple easy buckets on, a missed pass by Lyman and then a bad pass or an offensive board there by Cody. Smith now with it will pass over to Shear.
Good ball movement.
And now over to Carter. Carter Bradshaw now setting him up. Pass it back over to Jackson. Jackson now getting a call from his coach. Del Dukes on him. Del's going to try to reach in and steal, but going to get called in for a reach in.
That's
so that'll
a
be
Bobcat foul. We're going to have to be careful, although we only have 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Right. Brody Potter coming in for Jet Longwell.
Hopefully that little bit of sit down will give him a little bit of a wake up or settle down. I don't know which one he needs.
Right. Jackson with the ball here now, and he'll get it into DeWitt's hands. DeWitt will high again over to Smith. That's kind of their go-to play. And Smith is up and under and will score the bucket, so tie it up 7-7. And that's kind of Lyman's go-to, just toss it up high.
Oh, good move, Dell.
Good move by Dell. As Dell goes up, gets blocked by Smith, but gets the ball right back. Cross-court pass to Potter. Potter's going to pull up the 3 off the back of the glass. Bomengen, little jump put back, unable to get it in, and then Smith comes away with the rebound there. Minute 15 left for Bobcats in this one. Carter Bradshaw now will bring it up for Bobcats. Cody Bomengen setting a screen on Monty as he's trying to get over. Good defense there by Monty. Could have been called a carry there, and good hustle by Monty as he pushes the ball away, gets it past. Oh, tough pass from Dell, but Brody Potter still ends up with it, and then they're going to call it on the floor.
The ground, darn it.
On Smith, but good hustle play there by Monty to Dell. Dell, tough 2 bounce pass.
That was a great pass by Dell.
That will get Smith his second foul, though. He's the only one with fouls in Lyman, so that'll probably get him to sit down here for a little bit. So again, if they can keep attacking him, that'll take away a big size that they have there in the middle.
Like you mentioned, he's kind of the key to the offense.
And Bomengen gets it into Dell Dukes, that is. And then Weber has it here. He's going to kick it out to Bomengen. Bomengen with the 3 pull-up jump up, no good. Monty Dukes fighting on the offensive board. Goes up and scores.
Job.
So good play by Monty Dukes.
Fought to get the ball and then moved around, got a good up and in.
That's right. Now Bradshaw has it. He'll get it over to DeWitt. DeWitt's going to hang on to the ball, has Dell on him. And now a screen and roll. DeWitt to Wyatt. Wyatt's going to pull up jump shot from the elbow. Shot is up, no good. DeWitt goes up, but Potter knocks it away, gets it into Weber's hands. 15 seconds left here. Del Duke's going to drive in hard with his left hand, pull up jump shot up. Got tipped, it looks like, got knocked out, and then it looks like we're going to get Potter with a...
I think he just got tied up a little bit.
Yeah, it was a hustle play. That will send Bradshaw to the line, and that was on Brody. So the 15, which will send Bradshaw to the line. 4-2.
Score is Bobcats 9, Lyman is 7 with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. So they'll get
first free throws of the game here as well. First one is up and good for Carter.
And Bradshaw's pretty solid in regards to free throw shooting.
And let's see, 8 seconds left here. And checking in for the Bobcat, or for the Lyman Eagles, is number 12, Jevin Maxfield.
Looks like they're going to have a Bradshaw switch coming up.
Right. Good. That'll leave it easy for me. So. And then Carter makes the second, so ties it up at 9. And like you said, then I'm assuming brother, but not sure. And that's Dallin Bradshaw will come in. So a little pressure here from Lyman. Gets it into Dukes, back to Weber. Weber's going to drive up left hand. Gets through that pressure. Oh, not able to hang on to the ball. Does pass it over to Dukes and not going to get a shot off. Almost right there, Dell, not able to get that shot off. So at the end of the first quarter, tied up at 9 between Lyman Eagles and Thermopolis Bobcats. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted Jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
All right, and we're back here at the end of the first quarter, start of the second here. Bobcats and Lyman Eagles all tied up at 9. Looks like coming out will be Bomengen, Potter, Weber, Hasty, and Armani Dukes. Haven't seen Cole or Howell. I know Howell's been kind of fighting the sickness, so he still kind of looks like he's fighting it maybe a little bit. Gerber, Longwell kind of were in and pretty quick, but haven't been in a lot since then. Zach Casey with the ball pass over to Weber. Weber into the corner to Cody. And looks like they're going to run a good drive there by Potter. Gets his own rebound and then goes in and puts it right
Brody
back up.
Needed that.
Yeah, he did. And just hustle play there to get up and get in. And it looks like Lyman's going to come out and try his zone defense here. Hafenez, Smith, that probably changes up how they want to guard the big guys. Cody almost comes away with the steal off of Carter and then gets it into Condos. DeWitt, again, not afraid to shoot that outside shot, but he does pass it inside. Shot from Condos on the outside. Shot is up, no good, but Wyatt comes down with the rebound. Kick out to DeWitt, and DeWitt cross court to Wyatt. And calling for the screen from Shear. And good defense there by Weber as he gets through that screen. And then back into Carter Bradshaw. So again, kind of how they started the first quarter. Bradshaw's going to go up and going to get in kind of an easy and one bucket here.
I don't know what Zach was thinking. He'd already gotten, well, he was down low and just stuck his hand out, I think.
Right, so that'll give tie it up at 11. So an opportunity here for Carter to give the Lyman Eagles a lead. Will Cole in for the first time today, a minute into the second quarter. Shot is up and good by Carter. So that gives them the lead, 12-11 over the top of the Bobcats.
1 minute into the second quarter.
And Zach Casey will bring the ball up for the Bobcats. Bring it up on the far side, gets it now to the middle of the court. Good screen there by Cody Bomengen, drive in by Zach Hasty, and they're going to call the ball off of Lyman. I think it was kind of a trip, but
it was a trip.
No one else really touched the ball, but I guess they're going to give the ball back to him. And Will almost gets it stolen by Wyatt, and back to Zach. Now back over to Armani Dukes. Dukes passed it over to Cody Bomengen in the quarter. Bomengen shot up, no good. Comes down with it is Shear, and Shear gets it into Wyatt's hands. And Zach's going to pick up Wyatt there. Will Cole steps over. I think somebody's been left open because I'm not sure if they're on the right defensive thing. But, oh, they get it all figured out here as Herdsman is into the game, number 10 there. Good solid screen by Herdsman. Wyatt fumbles the ball a little bit there, drives in left-handed, and shot is up and good for Wyatt.
14-11, Bobcats trail.
And Will Cole will get it, pass it back to Zach Casey at the top of the key. Zach Casey fakes a shot. He's going to drive in again. Drive in with his left hand. Shot is up, no good. Some contact there, but a no call. Pass it, gets it into Condo's hands, and then Carter Bradshaw passes it back to Condo's, and Potter able to knock the ball out of bounds real quick. So it will stay Lyman Eagles ball. 5:52 left here in this first half, 14-11. Lyman Eagles over the top of the Bobcats.
I just wish while Smith was on the bench that we'd get the ball down and set up Brody down low.
Right, run some.
You know, we got some mismatch right now.
Yep. And a screen and roll there between Wyatt and Everett Lee. So kind of everybody for Lyman in the game here as we're trying to figure out who's who. It looks like we're going to get a jump ball situation here between Will Cole and Everett. Ball will stay with Lyman Eagles. Jet Longwell, Del Dukes will check into the game for Will Cole and Armani Dukes. 5:35 left here in the first quarter, 14-11. Carter Bradshaw with it, passes over to Everett. Everett into Wyatt. Wyatt looking at the post up there with Condo's good hands there by Cody Bomengen. Maybe saved Jet from a reach over foul because Jet was definitely going for it. Pass there from Wyatt to Shear. Shear definitely leads with that hand when he's dribbling. Oh, two Bobcats going after the ball, which you can't be mad about because they are at least going up for it, but
should have been ours.
No one else was around. Yeah, no one else was around. So 14-11 here, still Lyman Eagles over the top of the Bobcats. Good defense by Jet Longwell. Passes to Dell into Brody Potter. Brody Potter goes up for the dunk, unable to finish, and Condos will come down with the ball for Bobcats. Good pass there by Del Dukes to get it into Potter's hand, give him opportunity. Pass now tries to go in to Everett Lee, and Zach Hasty comes out with it. Zach's going to drive in, hits off the bottom of the backboard. And
that's a third player. That's the same basket, too.
Right. Carter Bradshaw jump stop there, try to get a shot up, no good. Wyatt comes down as the ball gets bounced off a few players, and they're going to get a 3-second call as he makes a great pass to Shear, but had been in there too long. And so with that, 4:46 left here in the second quarter, 14-11. Bobcats trail Lyman Eagles. Quick, looks like a 1-minute timeout. We're going to take a break as well.
You work hard for those you love, putting in long hours because your family's hopes and dreams are worth saving for. That's why Bighorn Federal offers multiple ways to save. Our products can help you start saving for more immediate needs and future goals today. Talk to your local branch about an interest-bearing checking or savings account, education IRA, Roth IRA, CD, or health savings account from Bighorn Federal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, and we are back here, 4:46 left in the second quarter, 14-11. Bobcats trailing the Lyman Eagles. And Zach Casey brings the ball up, gets it to Del Dukes. Del passes over to Zach Casey in the corner. Cross-court pass to Cody Bomengen out to Del. Del's going to drive in, kicks it out at the elbow to Zach Casey. Zach Casey shot is up, no good. Rebound goes to Lyman Eagles, and Herdsman comes down with it, gets it to Carter Bradshaw. Bradshaw into Wyatt's hands. Zach Casey up on defense on him. Zach playing good defense, almost got a 5 count, I think.
I think if they would have been paying attention, it would have been, but I don't think it was on the ref's radar.
Right. Wyatt kind of does a step back shot off of a screen. 3 is no good. Del Dukes comes down with it, gets it into Cody Bomengen's hands. Pass over to Del Dukes. Del now back up to Potter. Potter over to Bomengen. Bomengen over to Zach Casey. Zach Casey dribbling left. Good pass again, and they're going to call it travel on Zach Casey.
I don't know if he did. Yeah,
I'm not sure either.
He definitely tucked the ball to get through the crowd, but he must have seen that and called it based on that, I think.
Right. Bobcats now going to go into their 1-3-1 here with kind of a trap here. Good trap, good trap. Jet Longwell playing the top of that 1-3-1, kind of followed down and got into a trap situation with Hasty. Kick out to Lee. Lee's shot is up, way high off the glass, and Potter comes down with a good rebound there. Zach Hasty now with the ball. Cross court pass to Bomengen. Bomengen elbow shot up and no good.
Good job.
Good rebound by Jet Longwell. Shot is up, no good, and Everett Lee comes down with it, but Del Dukes ends up with it, and up and good for Del Dukes, so his first points of the game. Finally, Bobcats get on the board, as it was a long time since they've been, just 3 minutes left here. 4 points in the quarter is all. Now down 14-13 to Lyman Eagles. Carter Bradshaw pass to right at the top of the key to Smith. Comes down with it. That missed. Oh, kind of a pass Potter didn't need to make to Longwell, and Smith comes away with the ball. Yeah. And Wyatt now with the ball. Extended 1-3-1 here for Bobcats. Oh, chance for Hasty to get it. And Smith ends up chasing it down, gets it into Bradshaw's hands, and now Wyatt with it.
Watch Brody.
And Smith shot up, no good. And Longwell will come away with the board, and Zach Hasty now with the ball, dribble up, left-handed. And now Del Dukes is going to get a travel call on him as he got a little shuffle here. Monty Dukes and Ellis Weber coming in for Zach Hasty and Brody Potter.
Caleb Smith's going to take a break as Potter goes out.
Yeah, maybe with them playing with the lead, they're like, well, we'll let him unless, they go on a run or something here. So 1-3-1 seems to be effective right now. Good hands there by Bomengen as he pokes away as Bradshaw tries to get it to DeWitt. 2:04 left here in the second quarter. 14-13.
Low scoring quarter for both teams.
Yeah.
It's
5-4 in this quarter between the two teams. Oh, good pass there. DeWitt gets it blocked, though, by Cody Bomengen. Del Dukes comes away with the ball. Del's going to drive in. Little jump shot there. Shot is up. No good.
Over the back.
Yeah, I think if Monty would have put his body into him, they would have called it. But since both of them jumped up for it, and then they're going to get Del Dukes with the foul call. And that'll be his second. Team's first. Or, no, I'm sorry, team's second.
Yeah.
Only 2 fouls called in this quarter. Wyatt has it now. Pass it over to Carter Bradshaw. Back to Wyatt. And then into the corner to DeWitt. Over to Carter Bradshaw. Carter doesn't look to shoot from the outside too much. Good pass, interior pass there into Herdsman. And then looks like they're going to get a foul called on
Zach or Armani.
Armani, yeah. Team's third, and then that'll send Herdsman to the line for 2.
The score is 14-13. Lyman still ahead. Now stays that way as he misses his first.
And let's see, checking in is Shear. Devin Shear checks back in for Lee. And then Gerber checks in for Longwell. Gerber, long rest on the bench there.
Hopefully he's
a minute and a half
hot
left.
hand coming in with a hot hand. We need somebody.
Shot is up and no good by Herdsman. Both Dukes and Gerber go for the rebound. Del Dukes comes down with it. passes up to Cody Bomengen. Cody Bomengen now over to Gerber. Gerber with the three. Shot is up off the back of the rim. And rebound.
Ouch.
Hustle play there. Be oh, they're going to call a foul on Weber as he dives to the ground.
Wow, that's
interesting.
A push
foul
call. That's what
yeah.
she called.
And that'll be the team's fourth. So last minute 18, any fouls on the Bobcats will send Lyman to a line. Lyman no fouls in this quarter, minute 18 left. 1 point game here, 14-13. Bobcats into kind of some territory they haven't been in too much this year, not without high scoring quarters. So Carter with the ball here now, pass it over to Condos. Condos to DeWitt, to Bradshaw, handoff then to Herdsman, and just kind of a weave here at the top of the quarter. Just trying to look for an opening here. Bobcats are going to have to stay disciplined on this and not fall asleep. Carter Bradshaw sees a little opening, and he's going to try to drive through and knock it away. So good defense there by the Bobcats. 46 seconds left. Bobcats come in. Gerber now with the ball. Bring it up for the Bobcats. 40 seconds and counting. Pass it to Armani, and here's that high-low you were looking for.
Yep.
And Cody Bomengen turnaround jump shot and makes it look easy. And again, every time they've gone to that play, yesterday and today, we've scored. And it's weird that we run it once a quarter.
Yeah.
Bradshaw looking for Herdsman backdoor. Good defense by Weber. Del Dukes have to be careful not pick up that third foul. 15 seconds left here in this quarter. Yeah. Monty Dukes picks up Bradshaw, does a good job there. And Condo's now with the ball, going to drive in. And he's going to get it knocked away by Monty. I don't think he touched it. Well, Monty's going to say he didn't touch it, but ball does go out. And they'll stay Lyman Eagles. 8.4 seconds left here. And Carter Bradshaw tosses it out to Shear, into DeWitt. DeWitt turns, gets it. Gerber going to get it. 3 seconds and counting. 2, 1, gets it out to Weber. Weber wide open three, up and no good. But good luck there at the end. So Bobcats are going to go in at halftime down just one. 15-14 Lyman Eagles over the top of the Bobcats. We're going to take a little break here to get a word from our sponsors. This is Kevin Gerber, Travis Bomengen on 1017 KDNO, and those streaming also on the YouTube app and the WyoToday channel. We'll be right back.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Looking for a clean, comfortable room in Thermopolis? Quality Inn of Thermopolis offers great rates with your choice of king, queen, or family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Reserve your room today. Call 307-864-5515. Amenities include free hot breakfast, pet-friendly, premium free Wi-Fi, indoor pool, truck parking, and more. Reserve your room today by calling 307-864-5515. Quality Inn of Thermopolis. Stop in to Vickland Pharmacy in Thermopolis to see what a hometown pharmacy really feels like. It's the only locally owned and operated pharmacy in town, and they are a compounding pharmacy to boot. They offer prescriptions, medical equipment, Medicare open enrollment, medication therapy management, and more. Vickland Pharmacy can save you time and money. The service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Vickland Pharmacy, conveniently located inside Max Market in Thermopolis.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, and we're back here. We will get to our KDNO 1017 halftime show here. And Travis, as I look here, I'll give us our halftime stats as we get in here, and that's presented by Quality Inn and Suites. Stats at the half, and for the Bobcats, 5 different scores. Longwell with 2, Del Dukes with 2, Monty Dukes with 2, and Potter with 2. And then leading the scores for the Bobcats is Bomengen with 7, as he hit a 3 and 2 in the first quarter and then hit a 2 in the second. As you can tell, it's not normal for us usually when we're telling the stats of scores being the way they are. We're used to scoring 15 and a half, not 15 and or 15 and a quarter, not 15 and a half. And Bobcats are right there. I did say, I think, as we went to break, that the Bobcats were trailing by 1. They're actually leading by 1, 15-14. So did get that 1-point lead. As far as the Lyman Eagles go, 5 scores for them as well. Corey Condos hit that 3 to start off scoring for both teams in the game. Carter Bradshaw, he has 5. Going 3 for 3 from the free throw line and then getting a bucket with that and 1 opportunity. Corey Herdsman 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Aiden Wyatt with a bucket in each quarter for 4 points, and then Caleb Smith with 2. So again, kind of same for them. It was tied at 9 at the half, and then Bobcats score a late bucket to take a 1-point lead with a 6-5 quarter. So not the prolific scoring that we've seen from the Bobcats in a lot of their games, and some of that comes, I know, with morning games and things like that. It's just different. Your body's not used to doing it and things like that. But these games, like we said yesterday, is super important to understand that. So hopefully the boys know that it's like, hey, when regionals or state come around, you very well may get that 9 o'clock game, draw, you know, yeah. And so when that happens, you want to be up and ready to go and not have any fall off. So I would say Lyman kind of looks like they're in that same little bit of a boat. You know, Smith picked up those 2 easy or early fouls. He's the only Lyman Eagle that has any fouls. They've just had the 2 fouls called on them. As far as Bobcats, Weber has 2, Del Dukes has 2, Longwell with 1, Armani Dukes with 1, Hasty with 1, and Potter with 1. So that is your halftime stats presented by Quality Inn and Suites, and appreciate those sponsoring that as well. And I didn't give a good enough shout out yesterday either to our sponsors. Appreciate them spending energies and efforts on us as well, so we are able to do this and present this to our Bobcat Nation and let them listen to or watch Bobcat Basketball. It's fun for Travis and I get to come. We do get to watch our sons play, but it's fun to watch all these boys. They kind of feel like all of ours, because we've spent a lot of time with them in off seasons and such as well. So fun to get to watch them play. And Bobcats leading 15-14. We're going to come back after a quick break, and then Travis will give us the lowdown on what needs to change for the Bobcats.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle wider, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Got this, Dad. We have the biggest and bestest selection in the area, and 172-point inspection. I still remember they're almost as smart as my dad. As for my Uncle Joey, he's the best. Pay up. Midway, when you expect the best.
Good job, Kate. Yeah.
All right, and we're back here with the KDNO 1017 halftime show. And Travis, what do you see? You know that it's rebounding. It seems like we've done better today with that than we did yesterday. But what else do you see Bobcats need to kind of clean up going into the second half?
Two things that we talked about yesterday is rebounding and turning the ball over. We have not turned the ball over as much. The passing's a little bit better than it was, and the rebounding is way better at both ends. We've had some offensive boards and putbacks, thank goodness, because we needed that. The energy, we're still, and some of that's, I think, like you mentioned, the morning play, but we got to pick up that energy level. Continue with the defense. Our defense have been really good. Lyman's a patient team. They move the ball around looking for that open shot, and we haven't given up too many just easy open shots. So I think we're doing a great job there. Offensively, you and I were talking during the break, and I just think that, you know, the times that we've seen some success is getting the ball inside. You know, Zach penetrated a couple times early, had some missed opportunities with great passes, open layups that we missed, and then other drives in that got stifled. So I think if we could move the ball around, try to get the ball inside to create a little bit more open outside shots. We're kind of trying to live and die by the three right now, and it's not serving us real well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, 1-3 is all that we've made here in this game. Lyman as well, and I would say it'll be interesting to see moving forward how teams do play us. But Lyman being you know, having a little bit of experience as well, they are very patient offensively, and I imagine that's going to be some of it. I mean, you're looking at what Bobcats do. They like to get out and run and be fast and things like that too, and it could just be like, hey, we need to take the air out of the ball a little bit, and that's what we're seeing Lyman do. I mean, their opening possession took a minute off the clock, and so you'll see that too, and that attributes a little bit to the lower scoring as well, as it's not that there's just well, we kind of started out with a lid on it, but then you know, even then it was just like not a lot of shots on either end were really going up, because it was, you know, a little bit of a different pace. But Bobcats need to recognize that too, and know that their possessions then just matter that much more when you're, you know, when they get limited and you don't have as many as you do in a game, then that shot percentage really matters. So being patient in their offense as well and letting it come to them too. So with a minute left here, we're going to take another quick break, word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the second half of Bobcat basketball here early in the morning right after this.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted Jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here as the second half is getting ready to start. Bobcat basketball against Lyman Eagles do come in with a 1-point lead, 15-14. Thanks again for listening on 1017 KDNO, and to all of our sponsors making this possible. Also, for those of you watching and listening streaming on YouTube and the WyoToday channel, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to that. Hit that notification button, and then you'll get it each time we start a game. Bobcats are going to start this second half with the ball. Gerber, Hasty, Bomengen, Potter, and Armani Dukes. So same starting lineup, same starters as well for the Bobcats. Good ball movement here to start off as Lyman comes out with a 1-3-1. Monty Dukes catching it in the middle a couple times here, gets it out to Cody Bomengen. Cody, good baseline drive, looks to try to pass it in the middle, gets it into Armani Dukes' hands, and as he goes up, he's going to get fouled by Shear. So that'll be his first foul. Good play there by Cody and Monty. That's the first time we've
been to the line this game,
right.
Isn't it, Kevin?
Yep, it sure is, yeah.
That's what we need to do.
Right. And a good ball movement there, an emphasis on getting the ball into the middle against that 1-3-1. Monty Dukes' first free throw is up and no good as it hit the back of the rim. Looked like it was going to come down. For those of you who couldn't see, Bomengen was steering it with his head to try to let it get in, but it didn't quite work.
I tried everything I could.
Second one is up, rolls around, and no good as well. Ball's going to go off of Condos, and Bobcats are going to hold possession. So Monty going to have a chance here to redeem those two missed free throws. Into the 2023 shooting the ball really well, kind of struggled here in this game here. Bomengen gets the ball, drives in, turnaround jump shot. Up, no good. Monty Dukes goes to try to chase it, get knocked out again by Lyman Eagles, and Bobcats are going to hold possession here. Gerber going to set to take it out for the Bobcats as they get set up in
Hopefully our
their
fourth
offense.
possession down here, we can get a score.
Right.
Holy smokes.
Gerber gets it, drives in left-handed, shot up, and hits the front of the rim, no good, and then going to get a push foul, I think, on Monty Dukes.
I think you're right.
And that'll be his first, or his second team's first in this half. Just 30 seconds gone. Bobcats got a number of good looks at the hoop on those multiple possessions. Wyatt now with the ball. Bobcats going to start out in man-to-man, setting a screen here as Smith. And Wyatt looks to get it into Smith. Smith kicks it out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw has Dukes on him. Bradshaw going to drive in with the left. Challenge there at the rim by Potter, but a rebound by Smith, up and good. Will give Lyman the 16-15 lead over the top of the Bobcats. Potter looks to drive in, kick out to Gerber, then into Cody Bomengen, out to Zach, back over to Cody. And now Gerber has it, pass to the corner to Potter. Lyman in a 1-3-1 now. Potter looks to feed Monty, and Smith knocks it out of bounds. So Bobcats will have the ball underneath their own hoop here. 6:49 left in this third quarter. Potter to Gerber, over to Bomengen, over to Zach. Zach looking to get that shot from the corner. It was a good drive there by Zach, and then he's going to be fouled. Smith does send the shot, but not before he got fouled there.
I think a body shot, yeah. I think he took a little bit of body with him.
Corey Condos is going to be called for his first foul and team second. So again, exactly what we wanted to see him attacking a little bit better. And Zach Hasty picking up where he left off yesterday, knocks down the first of 2 free throws.
Score is now tied, 16-16 with 6:41 left in the third.
Second one is up and off the back of the rim, and Bradshaw comes down with it, and we'll get it into Wyatt's hands. Bobcats showing that man-to-man defense again here. Smith now with it down in the corner, going to have Potter on him. A step through, up and under. Good defense there by Potter, and they're going to call that off of Potter.
Nice
good
block.
Defense, yeah.
He tried the up and under, which he had success with in the first quarter.
Right.
And Brody was ready.
Right, Brody stayed on his feet for that first kind of ball fake. Back into Smith. Smith kind of back to the rim, up and no good. Hasty with it, gets it to Monty Dukes. Monty going to dive on the floor, gets it up to Gerber. Gerber passes over to Cody Bomengen. Now Cody gets the ball knocked out of his hands, and Wyatt's going to come away with it, pass it up ahead to Condos. Condos misses the ball, and then Bradshaw's going to knock the ball out of bounds.
It's an ugly possession on both sides.
It was. Bomengen with the ball, going to bring it up for the Bobcats. Pass up to Potter. Potter step back, looks at the three, thinks about it, drives baseline. Good. Oh, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Brody Potter as Wyatt stepped in. And I can kind of understand the argument that Potter had, because Wyatt was way underneath the hoop on that one, and usually
directly underneath.
So it was kind of more on Potter's way down. He did make the basket, but it didn't count because of the offensive foul. So Potter picks up his second, and Smith will drive in, kick it out to Condos. Condos' shot is up, no good. Monty Dukes tries a one-hand rebound, unable to get it, goes to Shear. So now Shear with a second possession here for Lyman Eagles, over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw up at the top of the key. He's going to drive in, pull it out at the free throw line, kick it over to Smith, and then sets a screen for Wyatt. Wyatt, little hook pass over to Bradshaw. Good close out there by the Bobcats. Condos tries to drive in, gets it poked away, and then we're going to get a kickball by Condos as he tried to drive in. Good call there.
Yeah, that was a good call. You don't see that.
No.
He was the one to kick it.
Right. And then Del Dukes is going to come in for Monty. And Gerber will bring the ball up for Bobcats. 5:15 left here in this third quarter, 16-16, tied all up. Oh, good backdoor opportunity there for Zach. He's just a little late on it. Zach pass to Gerber. Gerber to Dukes. Dukes 15-foot jump shot up. No good. Just a little short, little flat there. And Smith's going to come away with the ball. He's going to drive. Oh, wanted to go coast to coast, but Potter kept pace with him. Bradshaw now, again, not really a threat from the outside. He looks to get his shoot more inside. And then Wyatt tried a couple ball fakes there. Gets it back out to Condos. Going to have to get a hand up in his face. And then Smith goes, gets the rebound. Potter kind of bails himself out there, gets a block shot. Zach Hasty comes away with it, and then loses the ball. And Carter Bradshaw now has it, comes away with it. and passes down into Shear. Shear's going to go up for the shot, no good, and then Cody Bomengen's going to come down with it, but they're going to call a foul. They call that on
Brody,
Potter.
yeah.
Yeah, so Potter's going to pick up his third now. Potter, kind of some frustration fouls here in this game. 4:25 left here in the third quarter, still tied 16-16.
Crazy low scoring.
Right.
First shot is up and miss. Got some subs coming in here. Weber coming in for Hasty, and Longwell coming in for Potter.
Right. And Gerber, Hasty's still out there. Weber came in for Gerber. So Shear's second free throw is up and good.
17-16, 4:25 left in the third. Lyman is ahead.
That's right. A 3-1 quarter going on right now, nearly halfway through this first quarter. Zach Casey will bring it up, pass it over to Cody Bomengen. Gets it into the corner to Weber. Weber ball fake there. Cody Bomengen pull up, jump shot up, in and out.
Make anything.
And Smith comes away with it. Interestingly, Smith was guarding Weber on that possession, and Wyatt drives in with the left hand up and good for Aiden Wyatt.
19-16, 3:57 left in the third.
Del Dukes gets it, drives baseline. He's going to ball fake. Good ball fake. Shot is up and no good, but he is going to get fouled. So free throws coming for Del Dukes. And that foul is going to be called on Herdsman, number 10. Be his first, team's third.
It's going to be Smith's. But.
And Del Dukes will go to the line for the first time. First one is up and no good. Rattles out. So as of right now, we're 1 of 5 from the free throw line for this quarter. Getting to the line like we wanted to.
Yeah, and I was hoping that this end, the basket, would be a little more forgiving, but man, we're not
and missed the second
well
one,
no.
So 1 of 6 for the Bobcats. Only score in this quarter is a free throw. Aiden Wyatt now going to get trapped, but gets it kicked over to Herdsman. Herdsman with a corner three up, no good. Del Duke's going to come away with a good rebound, and then he's going to drive up to the middle of the court here and gets it to Cody Bomengen. Cody, good head fake there, drives in, kicked a good passing there.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't even keep up with what happened.
Cody passed to Jet in the middle of the key, passed to Dell, and Dell up and in the
That's right.
Nice layup.
Luckily, Dell has those quick receiver hands, because I don't know if anybody else would have been ready for it from Jet.
That was definitely a flyer.
Right. And a timeout's going to be called by Lyman as Hasty and Weber set a good trap there at the in the corner. So 3:16 left, 19-18. Bobcats trailing by 1. A quick timeout. We'll take a quick break as well.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
All right, and we're back after the timeout. 3:16 left here in the third quarter. Bobcats trailing by 1, 19-18. Again, a little new territory for the Bobcats here, in a low-scoring game, but an early morning. Neither team really putting up a lot of points. Carter Bradshaw pass over to Aiden Wyatt. Aiden Wyatt's going to pick it up.
He didn't take a chance to take an open three.
To Herdsman now to Smith, but again, they're just being super patient, taking as much time off the clock, trying to keep this as a low-scoring game as possible. Lyman almost seems like they're comfortable with it just staying a one-possession game. Wyatt now with the ball, going to pass into Smith. Smith catches and then going to get a foul. It'll be interesting to see if they call that one on. Oh, they're going to call that on Dell, so Dell's going to pick up his third. That's the team's fourth. So next foul on the Bobcats will lead to free throws for Lyman.
We still got 3 minutes left in the quarter.
Carter Bradshaw has it now. Jet Longwell's going to get a hand push, and that'll send Smith to the line.
2:49 left in the third. The Lyman Eagles 19, Bobcats 18.
And Smith will go to the line for the first time today. First shot for Smith is up and rolls around and is out as well. Again, one of their leading scorers, him and Bradshaw each kind of low scoring for them as well. Second free throw is up and is good. That will give Lyman a 2-point lead here against the Bobcats. Bomengen and Weber now bringing the ball up. Pass over to Hasty in the corner. Hasty now has it. Pass over to Del Dukes. Del Dukes going to drive in. Wanted to pass it to Jet and unable to get it through as Smith gets his hands on it and steals the ball. And then throws it up to Bradshaw. A little full court pressure here from Bobcats. Bradshaw calling out the play. Going to get a screen there from Lee. And Smith going to step back, isn't afraid to shoot that three. Shot is up, goes off the back of the backboard, and they're going to call that out of bounds. So ball goes to the Bobcats.
Curious to see what the shooting percentage for both teams are for this game, Kevin. It cannot be much above double digits.
No, I would say it probably matches the score, 20% to 18%. Bomengen shots up and off the front of the rim. Weber, good hustle play there.
Oh, great passing.
Play by the Bobcats
Weber
there.
dove,
and
grabbed the ball on the ground, threw it to Bomengen. Bomengen hits Jet for an easy layup at the bottom.
Right, and then after the score, timeout there by Coach Korpening, and after they tie the game, so 2:06 left here in this third quarter. 20-20 is the score. So again, low-scoring quarter, but it's going to be a battle, I think, all the way to the end unless one team really starts taking off here. But I imagine Lyman's going to really emphasize, attacking the rim because we do have the 5 team fouls trying to get to the line. Bobcats going to have to keep hands off as they play defense. Coming out is Del Dukes, Weber, Longwell, Hasty, and Bomengen. And we've got Herdsman, Bradshaw, Jackson. Let's see, we've got Shear, and then Condos also in the game. So Smith takes a seat as well at the end here. Del Duke steps over, almost gets the steal. Then Weber's going to get a foul called, and those are the ones that you like to see him kind of hustle after the ball, but man, you hate to see a foul that far away from the rim.
5, and then that's on Herdsman, I think.
Yeah, Corey Herdsman will go to the line to shoot 2. This will be his first, he did shoot 2 in the first half, went 0 for 2. First one for him here is up and good.
Score is now 21-20. Bobcats trail with 2:02 left in the third.
Second one is up and no good. Bradshaw almost comes away with it. Hasty ends up with it in his hands, gets it up to Cody Bomengen. Bomengen back cross court to Zach Hasty. Zach Hasty going to drive in. Going to get a travel called on him. That's been a couple times now that he's driven in there and had kind of happy feet as he's gone in. And Smith is going to come back in for Lyman Eagles. For Carter Bradshaw, give them each a quick break here before they go into the fourth quarter. Jackson now with the ball for the Lyman Eagles. Pretty good little point guard. Had a good game against Bobcats in the JV game. Pass over to Smith at the top of the key, has Longwell on him. Condos now has the ball. And Del Duke's able to poke it away, but still chases after it, not able to quite get it. Good pressure there by Del Dukes, though. Gets the ball into Smith down at the key. Jackson, the little head fake there, tries to drive in. Weber gets his hands on the ball. Going to get a jump there, so good defense there by Weber.
Yep.
I was nervous he's going to get another reach-in foul call there, but they didn't get him there. So Monty Duke set to check in. Minute 25 left here in the third quarter, 21-20. Lyman over the top of Bobcats. Monty comes in for Zach Hasty. And Shear will have the ball in the corner. Gets it hand off to Jackson. Jackson's going to turn and shoot. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, though, by Shear. Gets his own rebound. Shot is up, no good. And then the Bobcats are going to foul. And that's going to be against Cody Bomengen. Be his first. But that will
15 in the third. We're at 21-20.
Right, and that's going to send Shear to the line, who is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So a lot of free throws being shot by both teams here in this quarter. First one is up and no good. So neither team shooting the ball well from the free throw line or from the field.
With the score 21-20.
Yeah. Second one is up and is good. So
22-20.
Right. Little by little, the Lyman just kind of keeps hanging on to that lead. Weber going to drive in, pull up, jump shot up, no iron. Smith comes down, gets a rebound. And again, our possessions are very quick, very short, 1 to no passes. And then you know, Lyman here takes a lot of time off the clock, is very patient. Jackson with the ball now passes over to Herdsman. Herdsman with the ball over his head. Head fake there, drives in, loses the ball though, and Weber comes away with it, gets it up to Bomengen. Bomengen steps through, shot is up, no good.
Oh, Monty.
Dell comes down with it, or Monty, and then he gets fouled. It'd be interesting if they call it on the floor or on the shot. And they're going to call it underneath, so that will go against Herdsman. That'll be his second, team's fourth. And Bobcats will come away with the ball underneath the hoop, so good rebound there by Monty. That was kind of a tough one to know if, you know, to get a shot or not. If I was coaching, I would say he was shooting it for sure, but as a spectator, you're kind of like, I don't know.
He was falling back. It
Right.
was definitely could have gone either way.
Right. Bomengen going to have a chance here in the corner. Pulls up his dribble. Backdoor cut by Weber. Weber drives baseline, kicks it out to Monty Dukes. Monty to Dell. Dell drives in left-handed, going to have a lane.
Nice.
Shot is going to go up. It looks like he's going to get fouled, so that'll be a foul on. Oh, they're going to call that one on Condos, I think. Yeah. He must have stepped over to play defense. Because, yeah, I know Dell got past him, so Dell's going to go to the line here for another couple free throws. First one is up and off the back of the rim.
And we are, how many free throws have we made? One?
We're 2, 4, 6. We've shot, well, this will be the 8th one. We've made 1. So we're 1 of 7 right now in this quarter. Well, for the game. He left the first 2 short, and that one was a little long, so find the middle. And, oh, it's going to go off of Bradshaw as Jet fights for the rebound, doing a good job there. Ball goes off of Bradshaw, so Bobcats will come away with the ball again. Another opportunity here for the Bobcats. Definitely not from a lack of possessions. Del Duke's going to have a 3. Shot is up. No good. Ball comes off the pad, and then Aiden Wyatt's going to get it. Pass up to Shear. Good hustle there by Bomengen as he comes down, plays good defense. Del Dukes gets a rebound, and then they're going to call it travel on Dale as he kind of caught the ball and then wanted to go. And
well, he ran into 2 people as he turned around. If he would have just stopped and kind of
secured it, yeah. But good hustle by the Bobcats to get down and not let them just get an easy cherry pick shot there. Ball coming in, good defense by Longwell, and unable to secure it though is Bobcats. Smith gets the ball now, 10 seconds left. They're going to wait for a final shot. Wyatt kind of directing people here. They're calling for a screen. Good defense there by Weber. Weber gets away with kind of a shove
push,
there to the ground.
He's like, I want the ball.
Yeah.
There's no time on the clock.
22-20, Bobcats trail, 3 seconds left here. Lyman with the ball. Lyman not sure who wanted to take the ball out on that possession. Oh, and then they leave guy wide open for a good defense there by Cody as he kind of makes up for losing his guy, but good defense there. So 22-20, Bobcats are going to trail this one, being outscored 3 in that quarter. We're going to come back for the 4th and final quarter. Going to come down to final possession in this game. I have a feeling we'll be right back after this.
You work hard for those you love, putting in long hours because your family's hopes and dreams are worth saving for. That's why Bighorn Federal offers multiple ways to save. Our products can help you start saving for more immediate needs and future goals today. Talk to your local branch about an interest-bearing checking or savings account, education IRA, Roth IRA, CD, or health savings account from Bighorn Federal. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
All right, and we're back here for the 4th and final quarter in a very low-scoring early morning game for the Bobcats, 22-20 in this game. Bomengen, Weber, both Dukes brothers, and Longwell out for the Bobcats. Cross-court pass gets deflected by Bradshaw. Smith's going to have the ball. Good defense there by Bomengen's played really good defense around the rim on those fast break opportunities for Lyman. And then Bobcats are going to get a timeout as Longwell found himself in actually a bad position, but that would have turned out well for us if could have gotten away with it. But timeout there by Corpening will stay right here as well. Yeah, so, you know, these games now come down to, you know, every possession, how much it matters when you're not shooting the ball well, how important free throws come into the game when you're not shooting the ball well. So every possession for the Bobcats and Lyman is going to be really important. So Bobcats going to have to really lock down defensively and make sure they're getting in there, playing tough defense and taking care of the ball. You know, our first possession right there, we get the ball at the start of the quarter and then we just throw it away, you know. But good hustle plays by Bomengen on a number of those fast break opportunities that Lyman's had. He's made sure to get down there and challenge at the rim, and really they haven't got those easy buckets. Bomengen now passes it in to Weber. Weber going to bring it up the far side, back over to Bomengen as they show a 1-3-1. Lyman does. Get it into Weber. Weber going to pull up, loses the ball as he looked to shoot a 15-foot jumper. It just slips out of his hands. Bradshaw's going to get it, and he's going to get one of those easy buckets here that we were just talking about.
24-27, right. 25 left in the fourth.
Right, 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Bobcats, which is not going to bode well. And then Del Dukes gets an easy layup, but it goes up and around the rim, no good. And then Bobcats have a chance to come away with a turnover, but goes off of Monty Dukes and goes out of bounds. 24-20, Bobcats trailing 4 in this one. Just 45 seconds gone in this fourth quarter. Oh, and they leave Bradshaw wide open. Bradshaw takes a rare 3, but he knocks it down. 5 points for him in this, and those are huge.
Game, not quick.
Yeah, and those are huge when buckets aren't falling. Yeah, 5 quick points like that. Longwell with it. He's going to cross-court pass to Weber. Weber going to fake pass to Bomengen in the corner. Cross-court now to Dell. Dell now into Monty. Monty force pass, goes through 2 or 3 guys. Going to come away with it though, and Jet's going to be the recipient again of a
that's 3 for Jet.
Good bucket. Yeah, where he has uncontested layups for sure. So 22-27 now, and good defense there by the Bobcats. They're going to have to come up and play some tough and see what happens. Looked like the ball maybe could have gone off of Lyman, but they did call it off of Bobcats. So. Oh, opportunity there. I thought to get a steal. Jet with his hands on it. Weber comes away with the ball. And so a good screen there. And then Weber does what good point guards do, and they just get in the way to get pushed down.
Hover over the ball. Right. Somebody's coming up behind me. I'm going to get around in front.
That's right. So good hustle there. Jet Longwell going to come out of the game and have Zach Hasty in for him. That'll be a 3rd foul there on Condos. That'll be first team foul in this quarter. And DeWitt comes in for Lyman Eagles. Now over to Bomengen. Bomengen to Weber. Weber over to Dukes in the corner.
Drive.
Dukes now out to Zach Hasty. Zach Hasty's off the side of the rim. But, oh, Monty almost had that offensive board. And passes up to Condos. DeWitt now left in the corner. Shot is up. No good. And Cody Bomengen's going to come down with the rebound. Going to get it into Zach Hasty's hands now. Back over to Bomengen. They do have numbers if they want to run here. No cutters, though, through the lane. And now Monty Dukes is going to get the ball. He's going to do spin move. Good head fake there. Shot is up and no good. So that's one where his head fake was exactly the right opportunity. He gets 2 guys up in the air.
I think picked up that. That's his 3rd. So 2 of their high scores, well, today anyway, have 3. So that could come into play the way this game's going.
Right.
Armani before the break was shooting great.
And makes the first of 2 there. So good shot there by Monty.
27-23 with 6:01 left. Bobcats still trail by 4. Second one is up and no good.
Rebound there by Condos. Didn't see that foul come up for Lyman against 20. They called it against 2, I think, but maybe
Two's not on the floor.
No. So Aiden now with Aiden Wyatt has it. He's going to hang on to it. 5:45 left here. Del Dukes, if he can stay on him, be a 5-second count. Oh, good steal there by Monty Dukes. Monty Dukes going to have an opportunity. And makes it much harder than he needed to. And
he
not
was
sure.
paying too much attention to the guy coming behind him, watching him with his eyes kind of turned sideways, lost control of the ball, and then had to shoot a poor shot.
And then Will Cole's going to come in for Cody Bomengen. But yeah, and I mean, in that one, it's just like, go take off and just go make a layup, you know. Yeah. And that he was going to outrun him, so I'm not sure why he kind of jogged into it. And Condos is going to, or Shear's going to bring it in, and no one really picks him up till late. Monty Duke's going to come down with the rebound, gets it over to Will Cole, just new into the game. And Cole to Dukes, Monty that is. Monty gonna spin move here, kick it out to Weber. Weber head fake, drive in, good drive there. Goes up against Smith, shot is up, no good. And DeWitt's gonna come down with the ball, but Weber comes away with the steal, pass it up to Zach Hasty, and a good up and under for Hasty as he scores. Good hustle play by Weber as well.
And then he gets a hustle foul pickup, kind of a bodied Bradshaw as he's bringing the ball up the floor.
And that'll be his 4th, team's first. So he'll have to be careful here these last 5 minutes. And Carter Bradshaw now with the ball, passes over to Wyatt. And now Zach Hasty's gonna get his errant pass from Wyatt. And shot is up and good for Zach Hasty. Just kind of every shot now I find us holding our breath because we're just not sure.
A regular open layup.
Right, and that score right there ties the game, and Lyman's gonna have to call a timeout. So good run here, 7-0 run for the Bobcats here to tie it up at 27-27. Full timeout, so we're gonna take a timeout as well. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here with Bobcat Basketball. 4:39 left here in this contest. Low-scoring game, 27-27 between the Bobcats and Lyman Eagles. Out on the court right now is Will Cole, Jet Longwell, Armani and Del Dukes, and Zach Hasty doing a good job of getting some turnovers. Weber doing a good job of just kind of causing some hassle there. Yeah, and but did need to come out with that 4th foul to kind of maybe keep him more towards the end of the game. So good defense there by Zach. Will Cole's going to come out now, and they're going to just try to cause some chaos here, and they're going to call a push foul, and that is going to go against Will Cole. So will pick up his first. That'll be the team's 2nd.
Ooh, they're bringing, I thought they were going to bring Weber back.
Yeah. And then Cody Bomengen's going to come in for Will Cole. Ball on the sideline here for Lyman. Gets it into Wyatt. Zach Hasty's going to be up on him, guarding him tough. Doing a good job of just keeping his hands off. They've been kind of touchy on that call. Condos has it, passes it back over to Wyatt. Wyatt waiting for a screen from Shear. He's going to drive in left hand, and shot is up and good for Wyatt. So Wyatt doing what Wyatt's done all game, a single bucket in each quarter for 8 points. Cody Bomengen now with the ball. Going to drive in, kick out to Zach Hasty. Zach Hasty drives in, passes over to Jet Longwell. Jet not able to hang on to the ball, and then Wyatt comes away with the ball. Wyatt's going to have the ball at the top of the key, pass out to Carter Bradshaw. Carter gets it back into Wyatt's hands. Nobody on him, nobody guarding him. Now there's going to be a little bit of a mismatch here with Hasty, and then over and back by Wyatt as he just casually kind of knocks the ball over and then goes and gets it. I think he thought Jet maybe hit it or something, but Potter's going to come in now for Jet Longwell. 3:36 left in this game. Bobcats trailing 29-27. Bomengen's set to pass. Going to pass cross court to Monty. Monty tries to pass into Potter, and again, just kind of a forced pass. Del Duke's going to have an opportunity to go get it. Oh, and Wyatt's going to come away with it, but it looks like we're going to get a foul called on Bobcats. Going to call that on Bomengen.
Yeah.
And that'll be the team's 3rd.
3:24 left in the 4th, 29-24. Lyman continues with the lead here.
And Smith's going to take the ball out. So now a new line change. Weber, Cole, and Longwell will come in for Hasty, Armani, and Cody. Smith takes the ball out. Pass it into Bradshaw. Bradshaw now with the left hand. Passes over to Wyatt. Now to center court into Smith. Longwell just hassling him over. Now Bradshaw's going to have it. Again, they're just going to pass the ball back and forth, so Bobcats going to have to play tough defense. It is just a one-possession game here, 29-27. Wyatt having it, but again, Lyman just content with just taking care of the ball. Ooh, that could have been a moving screen. Potter almost gets it. Would have liked to seen him just secure it instead of trying to dribble out of there, but almost got a steal as he cut through. And now Bradshaw with it. Weber all over him. Hard pass into Herdsman, and Del Duke's going to come away with it.
Ball.
And Del's going to, good pass. Oh, almost a good pass to Longwell. Just a little too much zip on it. And looks like they are going to call it Bobcat basketball. Said that a hand got on it.
I'll take that. I don't know if I agree, but I'll take it.
Now here's opportunity. Here's opportunity for Brody.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they come in and reverse the call.
That's a good.
So,
that's a good job by the refs. That definitely was out on us.
And Corpany did what he was supposed to do and argue it, but I don't think he disagreed really with it either. Pass up high over to Herdsman. Herdsman goes in, and a steal here by Potter.
Slow
Potter
down.
just needs to grab it and gets it to Weber, but lazy pass. And then an intentional foul is going to be called against Weber as he picks up his 5th. Really kind of an unnecessary foul, because now that's going to give them the ball and
free throws. 29-27, 2:31 left on the floor. That's going to be Weber's 5th foul, so that was costly for multiple reasons.
And Smith will go to the line for 2 on this intentional. He is the one that has to shoot the ball. It serves similar to a technical foul in that they'll get 2 free throws and the ball, but the difference is just coach doesn't get a pick who shoots them. It's the one that was fouled will shoot. First free throw is up and no good for Smith.
Ellis's thoughts were he was going to dunk it. He didn't want to be dunked on,
Right.
I think is the mindset of Ellis. But
29-27, Lyman leading this one still by 2. 2.5 minutes left here. Second one is up and good.
30-27, 2:31 left.
And then Lyman will get the ball as well, as they have a little bit of a line change also. And the old trick of making sure your team gets set up in the right play, untie your shoe and retie it. I taught that one as well. Wyatt gets the ball, gets it out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's gonna wait for a screen now. They're just, again, they're gonna be super patient here, I would imagine. High pass there, but Wyatt's able to handle it from Shear. Now Bradshaw has it. Del Duke's all over him. Pass it over to Condos. Condos kicks it into Shear. Shear back out to Smith. Smith now out to Bradshaw. Bobcat's going to have to, and then Del's going to get a cheap foul as well as he picks up his 4th.
He fouled the wrong guy.
Yep.
Carter Bradshaw, I don't think he's missed from the free throw line today.
No, he's 3 of 3. So his first free throw, 2:11 left here. Bobcats trailing by 3. Free throw is up and good.
Trailing by 4 now. 2:11 left on the clock, 31-27.
Second free throw for Carter Bradshaw is up and off the back of the rim. And Smith's going to get up. Oh, Longwell, though, comes away with it. Now a 4-point deficit for the Bobcats have to come back, so these possessions just matter that much more now. Bobcats going to have to really be patient, wait for a good shot, good high-low. Is going to get knocked out of bounds by Carter Bradshaw. Good position there for just a split second for Bomengen, but it was seen just a little late, got knocked away. Out of bounds, under 2 minutes now left. And Bobcat's going to try to get a shot here. See if we can't get one knocked down. Cody Bomengen with it. He's going to drive in towards Zach Hasty. Zach's now going to get it, drive through some traffic, going to get fouled. And they're going to call that one against Smith. So it'll be interesting to see if that's his 3rd or his 4th, because I'm not really sure. They're just going to call that his 3rd. And Cody Bomengen has the ball. Shot is up and good on the out-of-bounds play.
Great pass by Zach. Good patience. Oh.
And some defense going to have to come in here, because Lyman has been very careful with the ball as of late with these possessions. So Bobcat's going to have a chance. Oh, and then just left wide open is Shear. Shear's going to get an easy layup for 2. 33-29 now. Bobcats trailing. Zach Hasty going to drive it in, and he's going to be fouled. And that'll go against 20 as well. Monty Duke set to check back in for the Bobcats. As I think Jet maybe
he's hobbling a little bit.
Twisted something. So Zach Hasty will go to the line, having a good quarter, scoring 4 points here for the Bobcats. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. First one is up and no good. Yeah, super important, right? Coming down to possessions and free throws here in these games for sure. Will Cole will come out. Monty Dukes come back in. Or no, I'm sorry. Longwell came out, so Will came in, and they wanted a bigger guy in to rebound. Hasty's shot is up and good. Second one is. Gets the Bobcats to 30. And cross-court pass again to Shear as he is left open again. Get it to Condos. Now they're going to have to come up and play some tough because they're very patient in this half court. Probably going to have to take some chances. Shear now with the ball baseline. They're going to trap that, have an opportunity, high pass, and timeout is going to be called, a full timeout. Bobcats trail this one, under a minute left, 57 seconds left in this fourth quarter. 33-30, Lyman Eagles over the top of Bobcats. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Looking for a clean, comfortable room in Thermopolis? Quality Inn of Thermopolis offers great rates with your choice of king, queen, or family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Reserve your room today. Call 307-864-5515. Amenities include free hot breakfast, pet-friendly, premium free Wi-Fi, indoor pool, truck parking, and more. Reserve your room today by calling 307-864-5515. Quality Inn of Thermopolis.
All right, and we're back here after the timeout. Just under 57 seconds left here in this contest. Bobcats trailing by 3, 33-30. Lyman does have the ball, so Bobcats going to have to take some chances here. It'll be interesting to see if Corpening calls to stop the clock and get him to the free throw line. Really, besides Bradshaw's, nobody's really shot the ball super well from the free throw line. It does look like they are going to try to foul, and they're going to get that one on Dell Dukes. Dell will pick up his, that might be his fifth if they do call it on him. Oh no, they called that on Cody. So that'll just be his third.
Going to slap.
And that's the team's fifth, so that will send DeWitt to the line for his first free throws. First one is up and off the front of the rim. So keeps it 33-30. Bobcats a chance here if they can go secure a rebound. And second one is up and good for DeWitt.
4-point game, that makes it a little tougher. 52 seconds left.
Right. Really your shooters here in this one is Hasty, Bomengen, Cole, probably from your outside. Those are your best threats. And then Corpening's going to call a timeout as well. We're going to do the same. We'll be right back after this.
Vic Pharmacy in Thermopolis to see what a hometown pharmacy really feels like. It's the only locally owned and operated pharmacy in town, and they are a compounding pharmacy to boot. They offer prescriptions, medical equipment, Medicare open enrollment, medication therapy management, and more. Vickland Pharmacy can save you time and money. The service you deserve from the neighbors you trust. Vickland Pharmacy, conveniently located inside Max Market in Thermopolis.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, and we're back here after timeout. 48.6 seconds, 34-30. Bobcats trail by 4. Looked like Gerber did check in to come in for Dell Dukes, maybe to give him another shooter out on the court. And Bobcats will have the ball. Going to draw up something here. So now you have Will Cole, Cody Bomengen, and Hasty and Gerber, all who are pretty decent outside shooters. Will Cole's going to get a handoff there. Pass over to Zach Hasty. Defended well by Lyman. Cody Bomengen now with it. He's going to drive in, spin move, turn around, step through. Shot is up, no good. And ball's going to come down to Bradshaw. Oh, good defense there. Oh, and good hustle there. Monty tipped it out. Gerber almost knocked it off Smith.
Did he step on the line?
Yeah, I don't know if it ended up hitting Smith. So now they'll go offense, defense here. Del Dukes will come in for defensive possessions for Gerber. And same for kind of the Lyman Eagles. So Smith sets, take it out. They'll pass it over to Bradshaw. Back to Smith here in the middle. Bobcat's going to have to take some chance. Oh, a chance there, I thought, for Monty to maybe get in there and sneak one away.
His motion was the wrong
and
way.
good there by
Zach
Hasty. And if it was the NBA, that would have been a a clear foul, or I can't remember what they call it. That foul is going to go on Wyatt. And I believe that's just his first.
Oh, come on, Zach.
So
we
Zach
got 20
Hasty,
seconds left. It's still a 4-point game.
Yeah, these two super important here. Well, all the free throws have been important. They just feel a little extra. And the first one is up and no good for Zach, who has gone 50% from the line so far. 20 seconds left, 34-30. Bobcats down by 4. Second one is up and good. Makes it a 3-point game. And timeout now. Lyman takes their final timeout. Or nope, sub. They got a sub in there, Jackson. Just need another guard to take care of the ball. Smith now with the ball running up and down the sidelines here. Bobcats going to have to get another steal if they can. Pass across to Jackson. Jackson now good defense there by Cody Bomengen as Jackson tries to pass it across court. Bomengen now has it under 10 seconds. Bomengen, good pass there. Kicks it out. Will Cole with the 3. Shot is up. No good. Cody Bomengen gets it back to Zach Hasty. 3 is up. No good. And that is going to be the game. And 34-31. Bobcats cannot be upset about... looks like we're going to maybe get another foul called. We'll see here.
Wouldn't matter. Well, I guess if it was a 3.
Well, I think they called it a... Oh, no. They're going to say that was game, I guess, as the refs leave the court. So 34-31, kind of interesting. She did call a foul, but it must have been simultaneous with the whistle. So the refs quickly get off, so they don't have to explain themselves, I guess. And Bobcats lose this one 34-31. They can't really be disappointed in the looks they got there at the end. Will Cole had a good look at it to try to tie it. Zach Hasty had a look at it to try to tie it. Neither one happened to go down. So Bobcats will lose their first game of the season to the Lyman Eagles, 34-31. And yeah, not a great field so far really to the weekend. Bobcats did come away with the win yesterday, but kind of a struggle as the game ended and everything. We'll do a quick recap right here while we're still here so we can get off and let the next game get started. But as we get into our post game here, real quick, again, won't be able to take a lot of time here as the next game is getting ready to start, but Bobcats lose that one 31 to 34. Again, another opportunity at the end to kind of knock some shots down, just nothing really fell for them. It was a better quarter. It was the only double-digit quarter the Bobcats did have. Unfortunately, just kind of some easy buckets for Lyman as well, and really it came down to free throws, I would say, once we kind of look at it. Neither team shooting them really, really well, but some of those in the fourth quarter, we went 2 or 3 of 6. They went 3 of 6 as well in the fourth quarter. But an even score in that quarter, 11-11 in that quarter. But Travis, I think you kind of said it, sometimes a team that's kind of been flying high and things have been coming, I don't want to say easy, but, they, get ranked and start feeling that a little bit and everything. Sometimes, a reality shot is necessary.
It's going to be knocked down a little bit, Kevin. I just think, you can say what you want. I mean, last night, okay, first game after break. This morning, early morning game. We haven't had one this year, but, bottom line is we're not firing on all cylinders.
Right.
I mean, some of our high scorers are scoring 2 points or less. and our shooting percentage, it has to be less than 20%.
Right.
So I just think that hopefully the boys can, they got a 4-hour margin here to kind of regroup, get some food in their system, hydrate, and then come back, because it's going to be their toughest match of the weekend against Pinedale at 3:30.
Right, and Pinedale came out and had a really good game yesterday against Buffalo, beating them by double digits last night. I know it was kind of the final game last night, and Buffalo, again, not an easy opponent by any means either. So Bobcats will get a chance here after they come out of the locker room to watch Pinedale play a little bit here and see how they're going to match up.
I think this
also
is Rollins and Warland, isn't it?
No, it's Pinedale here.
Is
Pinedale, Warland, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so so as they come out, I'll go through our stats of the game here real quick as well. Longwell scoring 6 points, again, kind of being the recipient of some easy buckets there. Good hustle plays by his teammates and got him the ball. So 6 points for him. 9 points for Bomengen, I believe, leading scorers for the Bobcats. 4 for Del Dukes. 3 for Armani Dukes, going 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Del went 0 of 4 from the free throw line. Zach Hasty scoring 7 points, going 3 of 6 from the free throw line, and Potter scoring 2. So again, not a lot of scoring. Again, I mean, they moved the scoring around again. Had 6 different scorers, so that was good. But that's the fewest scores they've had in a game as well. And then as far as the Lyman Eagles go, Corey Condo's got scoring started for Lyman with that 3, and that's what he ended it with, was 3. Carter Bradshaw did a lot of his damage from the free throw line, scoring 11 points and going 4 of 5 from the free throw line. 1 of 3 from the free throw line was Cody Herdsman, scoring 1 point. Aiden Wyatt scored a bucket in every quarter with 8 points. Caleb Smith came away with 6 points, going 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Coulter DeWitt went 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Devin Shear went 2 of 4 from the free throw line and a bucket with 4 points. So Bobcats fall here 34-30 and 34-31 and one of their lowest scoring games of the season. But with that, any final thoughts here with the Bobcats, Trav?
Well, I mean, we talked about some of the things yesterday. The turnovers, we did have them. They weren't quite as ugly as they were yesterday. Defensively, I think we definitely picked up our game. We played a pretty smart defensive game. Rebounding, we were blocking out a lot better, crashing the boards better. But it's just when the ball's not flowing in there, you got to figure out a way. And normally if you rotate enough guys in there, somebody can catch a spark.
Yeah.
We could not catch a spark. And if you're shooting less than 10% from the free throw line, you're not going to win very many games.
Right. No, and those came down. And then, like I said, I think we'll see a different pace with Pinedale, because I think Pinedale's more similar to us in that they like to get out and run and stuff. So that might be a little bit different, where Lyman really was comfortable with taking as much time as possible off and waiting for a shot and then crashing the boards and trying to go after the ball. So a good game for Lyman Eagles to win that one, and a tough one for the Bobcats. But with that, we are going to sign off. Again, the game this afternoon will be at 3:30 against Pinedale, and we'll be right here on 101.7 KDNO and the YouTube WyoToday channel right at 3:30. This is Kevin Gerber and Travis Bomengen on 101.7 KDNO. We'll see you in a few hours.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Got this, Dad. We have the biggest and bestest selection in the area.